The warning klaxon blared through the cockpit of the lucky bastard as Nicholas Choice yanked the controls hard to port, narrowly avoiding a plasma burst that streaked past his viewport. Behind him, the stolen Orion artifact pulsed ominously in its containment case. "Iris, give me something I can work with," Nicholas barked at his ship's AI. 3 pursuit vessels maintaining attack formation, Iris replied in her crisp British accent. "And might I add, this situation perfectly validates my earlier concerns regarding the Orion Syndicate." Nicholas rolled his eyes as he executed another evasive maneuver. Less lecturing, more assisting. The ship shuddered as another blast grazed the shields. The Syndicate's top-of-the-line hunters, sleek, deadly, and relentless, had been chasing him through this backwater sector for the past hour. Detecting unusual gravitational readings ahead, Iris announced, "Recommend immediate course correction. No time for caution." Nicholas pushed the throttle forward. "Sometimes you have to gamble." His words died in his throat as space itself twisted before him. The stars elongated into impossible shapes, and a massive gravitational force seized the lucky bastard like a giant hand. "Fascinating," Iris mused. "We appear to be caught in an artificial gravity, well of unknown origin. Quite sophisticated technology, actually." "Iris," he shouted. "Right. Attempting emergency protocols." The ship's engine screamed in protest as Nicholas fought against the pull. Red warning lights flooded the cockpit. Behind them, the pursuing ships broke off, unwilling to risk the anomaly's effect. "Well, at least we lost them," Nicholas muttered through gritted teeth. "Yes. Congratulations on exchanging certain death for probable death." A marked improvement. As the gravitational force increased, his instruments went haywire. Through the warp space ahead, he glimpsed something impossible. A planet glowing with its own inner light, its surface a maze of gleaming towers and floating structures. "Iris, are you seeing this?" "Indeed. Though I suspect we won't be admiring the view for long. Impact with atmosphere in 30 seconds. Nicholas's hands flew over the controls, trying to stabilize their descent. "Can you get any readings on that planet?" "Scanning. Breathable atmosphere. Advanced technology signatures. And how peculiar. I'm detecting a massive broadcasting network. The entire planet appears to be generating and transmitting entertainment content." "Entertainment content? What does that even mean?" The ship bucked violently as they hit the upper atmosphere. Heat built up along the hull. Nicholas fought to maintain control as the glittering cityscape below rushed toward them. "Might want to focus on landing," Iris suggested, "unless you prefer to make our grand entrance as a smoking crater." "Though, I suppose that would make for compelling viewing." Nicholas ignored her, struggling with the controls. The lucky bastard's landing gear deployed with a grinding sound that suggested repairs would be necessary, assuming they survived the next few seconds. They hit the ground hard, skidding across what appeared to be a landing pad. When they finally stopped, Nicholas let out a long breath he hadn't realized he was holding. "Well," Iris said brightly, "that was either the worst landing or the best crash I have ever witnessed." "I'm not quite sure which." Nicholas unstrapped himself from the pilot's seat and checked to ensure the artifact was still secure. Through the viewport, he saw they had landed in a massive spaceport unlike any he had ever encountered. Holographic advertisements flickered in the air. Floating camera drones hovered nearby. "Iris, what can you tell me about this place?" "Processing local data streams." "Fascinating. We appear to be on a planet called Catharsis." Iris paused, an unusual occurrence for an AI. "You might want to look at this." A holographic display materialized, showing a news feed. Nicholas's eyes widened as he saw footage of his own ship's crash landing playing from multiple angles, complete with dramatic music and floating reaction emojis. Breaking. Mysterious stranger makes explosive entrance. Vote now. Hero or villain. Early polls favor. Roguishly handsome danger seeker. They're broadcasting our crash. Nicholas ran a hand through his disheveled dark hair. How did they even get footage so fast? The entire planet appears to be one massive reality show network, Iris explained. Everything is broadcast, rated, and monetized. Fascinating economic model. Actually, social currency based on entertainment value. A loud knock on the ship's hull interrupted her analysis. Nicholas tensed, hand moving instinctively to his blaster. Local authorities, Iris reported, though they seem more interested in getting audience reaction shots than making an arrest. Wonderful. Nicholas checked his reflection in a nearby panel, straightening his leather jacket. How do I look? Like someone who just crashed a spacecraft, Iris replied. Though, according to local metrics, that's apparently working in your favor. Your impromptu landing already has over 1 million likes. With a resigned sigh, Nicholas hit the button to lower the boarding ramp. Immediately, floating camera drones swarmed in, their lenses locking onto him. A crowd had gathered outside, many holding up personal devices to record. But what struck Nicholas most was how they weren't running away in fear. They were watching with eager anticipation, like an audience waiting for the next episode. A holographic figure materialized before him, a well-dressed man with an impossibly perfect smile. Welcome to Catharsis, mysterious stranger. Nicholas barely had time to react before a second figure appeared. This one more flamboyantly dressed, exuding pompous gravitas. Come now, click. Give our unexpected guest some breathing room, the second AI announced. Though I must say, that entrance was absolutely spectacular. I'm bait, and I simply must know, was that crash choreographed? The timing was impeccable. Nicholas glanced between the two AI hosts, trying to get his bearings. Look, I appreciate the welcome, but my ship needs repairs, and I've got pressing business to attend to. Oh, mysterious. Click clapped his holographic hands. The audience loves a man with secrets, don't they, folks? On cue, the crowd cheered. Floating displays showed real-time approval ratings climbing. If you'll excuse me, Nicholas tried to push past them, only to find more camera drones blocking his path. At least give us a name, Bate called out. The viewers are dying to know. Nicholas sighed. No point in lying when everything was being broadcast anyway. Nicholas Choice. Bate's holographic face lit up. Choice? What a perfect name for our newest player. And speaking of choices, Click chimed in. Folks, don't forget to cast your votes on what our mysterious visitor should do next. A floating display showed a real-time poll. Explore the Grand Plaza, 43%. Visit the Repair District, 12%. Check out the local entertainment scene, 45%. Nicholas groaned internally. He needed to fix his ship and deal with the stolen artifact before the syndicate found him. But as he looked around at the eager faces and hovering cameras, he realized he might have to play along. At least for now. The Grand Plaza it is, he announced. The crowd erupted in cheers. The approval ratings ticked up another notch. Splendid choice. Bait boomed. And perfect timing. You won't want to miss today's main event at the Pillar of Reversal. As the enthusiastic crowd guided him forward, Iris's voice came through his earpiece. I've been analyzing the local network. Everything here runs on social metrics. Currency, social status. Even basic rights, all determined by entertainment value. Great, Nicholas muttered. So I'm stuck in a planet-sized reality show. Look on the bright side, Iris quipped. At least the syndicate hunters can't follow us here. Though, I suspect we may have jumped from the frying pan into a very elaborate fire. Nicholas trailed behind Rena through the dimly lit corridors beneath Catharsis' gleaming surface. Unlike the polished chrome above, these tunnels were lined with exposed concrete, their walls covered in desperate graffiti. No more shows and ratings equals death. Rena gestured toward a group of people huddled in the shadows, their rating displays flickering with single digits or zeros. At the sight of Nicholas and Rena, they shrank away, eyes lowered. Welcome to the real Catharsis, Rena murmured. Here, when your ratings drop too low, You become invisible. And on Catharsis, invisibility is a death sentence. Nicholas works swiftly, his hands steady despite the chaos unfolding around him. Through their bond, he felt Rena's unwavering determination. She was buying him time. He pressed the artifact against the core and activated his plasma cutter. Energy surged, quantum frequencies colliding in an unstable crescendo. Alarms blared across the city, warning of imminent failure. The illusion of catharsis was crumbling. Warning: critical quantum cascade detected. Evacuate immediately, an automated voice droned. Nicholas stepped back, watching as reality itself warped around the core. The artifact pulsed with an eerie glow, brighter and brighter. "Here's your finale," he muttered, hurling his activated plasma cutter into the swirling chaos. A blinding explosion followed, sending him crashing against the wall. Through flickering screens, he saw the broadcast towers collapse, the quantum network unraveling at last. And through their bond, he felt Rena's triumph. She was free. The Council's control was shattering. The show was over.